Today I am going to show you guys how I create a somewhat hyperlinked planner in Goodnotes using Mac shortcuts on either a computer, phone, or an iPad. You can see here, this section is pretty much my monthly tabs in my planner. And then up here, I have other different sections. And so if I click this, like this is April, it'll come into Goodnotes and automatically bring up my last page I was on in April. First thing you do is, if you are in Goodnotes and you create your planner with the system that I use, you can see here I have my planner in this folder, and then each of my tabs is a notebook, and you create your notebooks by just hitting create notebook. You can create it, you can title it whatever you want. And then while you're in here, you just add the pages from the templates that you can buy in my shop. So this, we could add like a month at a glance, and then that's there. And so you just create your whole notebook. So once you have all of your notebooks created for the different tabs that you're going to want, you can see here I have yearly, I have one for every month, I have finance, habits. What you're going to do is come to your Shortcuts app, and in my Shortcuts app you can see I have different folders in here that I've created, and you can do that by tapping on the side and then add a folder, and you can name it whatever you want. You could pick different icons. There's all different kinds of symbols. So you can see here that I have a Goodnotes, and specifically I have one for Goodnotes months, and then I have different ones that I use for other things as well. But for this, basically you're going to want Goodnotes and Goodnotes months, or whatever you would like to call them. So once you create these folders, with this little plus sign over on the right, you're going to click that, and up on this screen over here you have apps. You're going to scroll down to Goodnotes, and the important thing here is this is going to show you the things you've opened most recently. So if I'm not seeing what I want here, I can come back to Goodnotes, and let's say I want to do the months. So real quick, I'll open January, February, March, and then I'm going to come back to my shortcuts. I'm going to go to apps, go to Goodnotes, and you can see now January, February, and March are in here. And I would just tap whichever one I want. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit rename, and that is going to populate this first with whatever the name of the notebook is. But then I have these with a 1 in front, so it basically, if I sort by name, it goes in order. So I can adjust that. So we'll just do January, and it's telling me I already have one. Okay, so we're just going to make it 1 January because I already have my January. But then, okay, so if you tap on like this Goodnotes app icon, now if you have a color palette that you want to use, I like using these minimal colors, but you could do like a different color for every month. And you can see this one changes. This one, you can also change the icon of it. So if you're doing like health, you have these ones. If you wanted to do like work and you pick that, you could pick all this different stuff and put that into this. You can see here it's in Goodnotes months, and if I hold that down, I can move it to, if I like put it in the wrong folder, I can hit delete and get rid of that one because I don't need it because I already have this one. But you can see you can like drag these around to reorder it, and then from here too you can reopen these, and again you can change like the colors and stuff that you want in here, and then that'll update there. So this is where you're going to set everything up. And then here you can see this is my main home screen, which I have. Once you create your shortcuts, you can choose, if I do, so if you come in here and you hit this info, you can add that directly to your home screen. And here you choose what it looks like, and then you hit add, and that will add that shortcut directly to the home screen. But another thing you can do if you don't want to have a whole bunch of different icons like this, actually I'll show you really quick too. While you're in shortcuts, while you're adding these, if you hit add to home screen, you can also choose a photo from any photos you have. You could take a photo or choose a file. And so that is actually how I chose just these to have. You can see it's like the name of the month. But for this, what you could do, so they're all kind of organized like this, is if you hold down on the screen until everything shakes and then hit this plus, you can come down to shortcuts. And then if you have just like a small section you want to use, the one I have is this big one. And so we're going to hit add widget, and then you're going to tap it. And here you can choose which one of those sections that you created that you want. So for this, I'll do Goodnotes months, and then we'll hit done. And you can see now I have January through December. And so if I hit December, it automatically comes into my December and goes to the last page that I had open. So that's basically the rundown of how I turn my non-hyperlinked planner into a hyperlinked planner. However you want to break it up, you could do different links for daily, monthly sections. However you have your Goodnotes set up, each notebook can have its own link. So whatever works for your system, just follow those steps. And basically you just come to your homepage on your iPad and you can get to whatever you want really quickly.